I have a friend who really likes RuneScape.
I asked you this at one point and you didn't answer me, but do you have more memories of RuneScape or of real life?
I think I thought I said it was about even.
And usually with your friends, when they have an interest that you don't share, you like hearing them talk about it still because it's something they're passionate about, you know? That being said, when Hunter would talk about RuneScape, I would just kind of... I would just be, you know, zoned out and not listening. But then I thought, you know what? I'll try it. I'll fucking try RuneScape. And I'll go into it with the mindset of, it's not something that I think will click for me, but it'll just be interesting to see why people like it. And the only way I can really present my findings to you is by telling you exactly what happened. So I make an account, I go in, and since this is a role-playing game, the role I decided to adopt after some considerate deliberation was that of a Moil. And then I did Tutorial Island, which was kind of boring. I did get a little excited when a banking notification popped up, but unfortunately that isn't a skill, so I wasn't really able to take my role-playing to the next level like I wanted to. I finished Tutorial Island, I got to Lumbridge, and I saw a bunch of people making rows of fire, which was a little perplexing. By the way, I did ask my friend to record himself starting a fresh character in RuneScape.
I've been asked by my friend to kind of record myself going through how I would start a new RuneScape account as though it kind of were my only account. Like I didn't have my max main, I didn't have my alt, I had to deal with everything that a new player has to deal with trade restrictions and whatnot. So let's get to it. I played this game when I was a kid for a few years, from like 2006, 7-ish to 2009-ish, I want to say. I came back in 2019. I have a max main now. I have an alt account with 1850 total level.
Total beginner versus maxed out. He's got everything maxed out. He's got like 99 everything, and I think he just grinds for money now. I don't really... whatever. I talked to Adventurer John, who told me to go find a treasure outside of Bob's house. Bob's house led me to behind Lumbridge Castle, and the X behind Lumbridge Castle had an orb hidden inside of it. So I started clicking the orb, and I headed towards where the orb would be warmer. I then spent 20 minutes getting killed by the jail guards, which are the first hostile enemy that you encounter.
Ever since I was 11 years old, there's two things that I've loved doing. It's thinking about RuneScape and jacking off. So
I saw a bunch of people killing cows and chickens, and apparently that's the best way to like farm attack levels and defense and stuff. You would assume it would be like the goblins because it's a fantasy game.
Oh, I did not fucking pick any wheat. I was distracted by the absolute Chad. Bronze 2H goblins on the road.
My initial impressions are this. The fucking aesthetics of everything are really nice. I like the music. All of the music is really good, which is unfortunate. If I was playing this as a kid, like I could completely see myself walking around in this world for like hours, just doing nothing. The UI and the controls do feel dated, but I talked to my friend about it, and that's just how he likes it, so...
It was just kind of funny watching him try to figure out how to actually get into the house and up the stairs, because, as you can see, I've gone straight to the front door and opened the door, and I could just click up the stairs. But all the doors are closed, and he's, like, trying to, like, click the stairs. Obviously, you can't get in, and he's, like, he opens this door, he clicks the stairs. Obviously, this door needs to be opened, and he still hasn't realized that it would be faster to just from here to cut your losses and go to the front door. I guess just the basic kind of navigating the environment with your RuneScape character is just something that is a skill that needs to be honed over time.
I kept dying to the jail guards, so I decided to just give up on the orb quest. I decided to instead do a quest for the chef. I did that, I gave him all the stuff, I got the cooking experience, I was like, okay, we're fucking getting somewhere. Over the course of playing the game, I discovered that there are some fucking sick dance moves. All of the emotes in RuneScape, I can definitively say, put Fortnite to shame. Unfortunately, there is no dab. I visited the market and of course encountered the scourges plaguing every gaming community. Homophobia, racism, anti-Semitism. Worst of all, I encountered people living out alternative lifestyles. I left my computer for 5 minutes and I saw that I was dead. I decided to get my shit and go to Varrock. Varrock? That's how I'll be saying it. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. On my way to Varrock, I figured I'll just hang out and kill some goblins, which of course I now know is a mistake. While I was killing the goblins, I encountered some SoundCloud rappers who, needless to say, were using some very salty language of an ethnic character.
Alright. 110k cash stack coming up. Look, Ladybird. I got the 10k. Look, come here. Speak. 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 Oh, you don't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Around this time, I googled how to heal, which was an absolute game changer. I got to Varrock and I decided to do the Romeo and Juliet quest line. And the quest just says, go find Juliet west of Varrock. So I started going west, and it doesn't tell you which building she's in or what. So I just kept going west, and I reached a camp of hot barbarian babes and decided to just kind of stare at them for a little while. Then I asked my friend what to do, and he said, you went way too far to the west. Go back. So I did. I went back, and I still couldn't fucking find her, so he just told me where she was, and I did that quest, which I will say was nice. It seems like the quests in RuneScape are very non-standardized, so they're all like... Obviously, I haven't done many of them, but according to my friend, that trend kind of continues for the whole game.
It's funny that this place still exists. It's literally for a child to fucking keep their account secure. Like a literal baby.
It seems like ever since I told my friend that I started playing RuneScape, every time I look away from Discord and then look back, he sent me 16 new messages. Each of which is really, really long. They do sometimes have useful information. For example, don't use the jagex client. Speaking of jagex, had kind of a weird fucking history in terms of like a company. They used to be owned by the Chinese, and now they're owned by someone even worse. Now they're owned by the Carlyle Group, which I think is related to George Bush somehow. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not here to tell you about the pedophile elites or whatever. I'm here to tell you about the pedophiles that made the music for RuneScape.
Trump Biden, okay.
The game was kind of clicking for me. Not in terms of having fun, but in terms of like, I think I understand what people like about this. And at the same time, I was kind of starting to realize that to get like a mid-game kind of experience, which is what I was kind of hoping for, would take a huge amount of time. The thing that keeps people pulled in is that everything takes fucking ages to level up. I asked my friend if that was the case, and through gritted teeth, he admitted that it was. Which, I'm not saying this as like an attack or anything. Is it a valid form of game design to kind of make everything take a really long time to accomplish? I would say like Kenshi does something similar. But to me, the fun in Kenshi, after you put all those hours into leveling, say, martial arts, you have a character that can punch people's arms off. Whereas in RuneScape, you don't really get that. In RuneScape, it seems to be like the very fact that you have like level 99 fishing or level 99 fire making, like that in and of itself is the reward.
Right here, actually, is where I got my one and only 99 strength on my account as a kid. I would kill these fucking giant red spiders with a full inventory of food and a bunyip from summoning, because it would like heal you like 1 or 2 every few seconds or something. And I just stayed here. I would play like, I don't know, 8 to 12 hours a day just killing these fucking red spiders to get 99 strength, because I wanted to get that 99 before I quit.
I started doing the quest goblin diplomacy. I got the number of red berries and onions that you need to give the witch wrong, which meant that I needed to go back to the place where the red berries were because I didn't have enough. And that's kind of when I wanted to start giving up. I understand the need to incentivize people to get membership and to pay money for the game. That being said, it takes a very, very long time to get from point A to point B, and like the cooldown on the run is absolutely absurd. I would say one of the biggest problems with the game is the fact that as a free-to-play player, you move so fucking slow. That's mainly why I was kind of getting frustrated. I did get an offer from my friend of a 2-day membership where he would guide me through members-only quests to up my agility. Agility is like a members-only skill, which affects your run regeneration, which carries over to free-to-play. But at that point, I was just kind of like, I don't know. The game isn't designed in a way to actively push you away, but I would definitely say it's made for people that know that there's a bank on top of Lumbridge Castle.
I'm all for bringing little things to free to play, like maybe little defunct quests that don't really give you much benefits in members, and that you could do in like the free to play. Like hell, like give free to play Tal'Vori. Like why not? Recently, they've come up with an idea during one of their like winter game fests or whatever to just increase the fucking run energy regen rate, and that's one of the things that my friend's been complaining about a lot, is just having to fucking walk everywhere and having to manage his run energy.
And worst of all, the main primary reason I lost motivation to play RuneScape was that the run that I had asked my friend to record for comparison is null and void because he cheated, and I have proof.
Let's see if this works. I don't think he's gonna. Come on, give me some fucking GP. Yeah, come on. You don't want to give GP to this? Come on. Come on. You don't want to give. You want to give GP to this guy? This guy? Well, I don't know why. I just needed the white one. I guess I could sell the other ones. Well, I can just I can sell the extras. Hell yes. Get pranked. This works out way better. So you just gotta beg in the right way. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. It's a fucking joke, man.
Why do you like RuneScape?
Well, I think the number one thing would be that the skills in and of themselves are like prestigious. Actually having to like watch the number go up, I love that. And that once you get high up there, that your account has been built and whatnot, you actually put the hours in to do that. I like that everything about the game reflects that the effort the player has put in, I guess. And you can tell just by looking at someone's account. The second reason would definitely be nostalgia. I mean, I played it as a kid. There's like a saying now that once you've started playing RuneScape, you'll never stop for the rest of your life, and it kind of does feel that way. But I kind of realized that I was missing it when I was playing games like Kenshi and Project Zomboid, because they were kind of filling that void, scratching that itch that RuneScape kind of gave me in that sense. Number 3 would definitely be the quests. I don't think I've played any other game that does quests quite like RuneScape does. Some of the quests in the game just nail that sense of adventure and of like a quest. It's not like kill 10 goblins or something like that. There's actually storylines, there's actually skills you need to have to be able to do them. They can last for hours too. There's some like very long quests in the game that build up to these great moments, great bosses. There's some quests that have incredible atmosphere and story. I mean, nowadays I kind of like, since I've played them so much, I just kind of know what I'm doing and kind of skip through the story. And the last thing is definitely it's something to do between other game
Now,
releases.
you do know this video
like-
will have a comment section, and the folks at home are going to voice their opinion about this. I think you owe them an apology.
For what?
For being this gay. Fucking got him.